Hello, welcome to Enactus Notion. Thank you so much for buying this product. I hope you have an amazing time using it, as I have done in both building it and applying it to my own career. I found it tremendously invaluable to progression and to tracking everything to do with my acting career and creative life. And I'm going to give you a walkthrough of each individual page so that you're better equipped to understand how the system works, so that you can then start applying it immediately to your own career and your own information. Now, if you're new to Notion, Notion is, I like to think of it, a love child between Evernote and Excel. So everything works in databasing, and you can customize and apply whatever you want to the system. So it makes it incredibly versatile and customizable. So I'll walk through some key features that apply to all pages, and then we'll go into what makes the homepage the homepage. So up top on every page, so you'll see my red cursor here, hello, just to help us navigate together. On every page, you have the option of including a cover photo. So it means you can make every page individual and unique to you, and it's a superficial thing. It helps make it feel your own. So if you wanted to change this cover, all you'd do is go to this top right hand corner, hit change cover, and on this first page, it gives you some options. Let's go for the wave. There you go. If we wanted to reposition that, we would hit the button that says reposition and we'd drag it to wherever we want. And then you'd hit save. Now, if you don't like any of those things, if you hit this button that says Unsplash, this is a database and you can search for whatever you want. So if we type in cat, because the internet loves cats, and here we have a wonderful selection of loads of cats. We can hit any one of these, boom. And again, if I wanted to reposition that, I could. Anyway, that is how to change your covers. And you can do that on any of the pages. The other shared things within all pages are this section here. So these are quick links to all your other major pages. So you have your acting page, your film page, your daily journal, your book notes, and your contact CRM. You can see there's a little pop-up that happens if you hover over it. So if you click on any one of those, it will take you to that main page. So if I clicked on acting for now, there we go. It takes us to our acting page. We'll come to this one later. But if we wanted to navigate back, basically up the top here, where it says Actus Notion, this is the database we're in, and then the subsequent page. So if we were to click on another page within this, audition log, so we know that we're on an Actus Notion, we're on the acting section, we're in the audition log. So if I want to get back to homepage, I'll just come back to this at the top and back to our home. We also have our date and time, and that's across every page, so we can see where we are in time and space. Unique to this page, there is a daily quote. So every day there'll be a new quote to help inspire you, give you some wisdom for the day. It's populated with lots of different philosopher quotes, some acting practitioner quotes, and actor quotes. Today we have this one from Marcus Aurelius, who was a Roman emperor and philosopher, known as the Philosopher King. It says, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." Very good, Marcus. Now, if we wanted to highlight or save a few that really speak to us, we can hit this button that says highlight, and it makes this little checkbox. And then we can look at any of our highlighted quotes over time by going to this top view here, where it says your highlights. Click on that, and you can see there's Marcus Aurelius, alongside William Shakespeare. Some good company there. So if you've done this throughout the year, at the end of the year, you could hit your highlights and you see all the highlights that you've accumulated over the year. If you've made a mistake and you go, actually, that Marcus Aurelius quote isn't as good as I'd hoped, I can uncheck that and it disappears from your highlights. There you go. They're your highlights. So once we've had our daily dose of inspiration, we can scroll down to our to-dos. Now, this is a really useful way to staying on task and staying focused. I found it really, really handy. There's nothing too extraordinary here, but it's really useful for a few reasons. You can put a due date in here, which will then tell you your days remaining. You've also got a status thing here, so we click on the status. We've got three options. We've got not started, in progress, and done. So we can see book tickets for a show, January 21st. I've got 9 days left to do that. Plenty of time. Finish editing show reel, -2 days. Email agent, 2 days. What's really handy is when I log on, I can see already I'm 2 days behind finishing my show reel. Because in terms of priority, I've got 9 days left to book the show, and I'm already 2 days late with the show reel. So I could focus on that this day. And once I've done it, I would hit this status tab, scroll down to done, and it disappears. Now, if I want to see all the to-dos that I've done just to feel good about my life, I can go up to this view tab up here that says done, click on that, and then we have all of our done tabs. If you want to see all the to-dos, you can come to the tab that says all to-dos. It shows you all of them. And if you want to navigate back to to-do, Obviously, viewing the done pile isn't just to feel good about ourselves and feel smug. If we've sent a to-do there by mistake, we can just come back to the status pile and then click on it in progress or not yet started. And then we hit back to our to-dos. There it is. Back in there, add new credits to the CV. If we wanted to add a new to-do, we just come to this page, buy milk. And I want that for Monday. So I've got a day left to complete that. Wonderful. So that's the to-dos, nice and straightforward, keeps you on task, nice and focused. Below the to-dos, we have a daily journal. Now, I love journals. I love the tactile feel of paper, and we all know the benefit of journaling. However, I don't remain very consistent when it's on paper, personally. I've found using this method far more effective, and I think there's two main reasons. Number one is, you can see I've had a few days of consistent journaling in this example. I can visually see myself building a pattern so that if I skipped a day, I can see a break in the chain. I'm more compelled to try and keep this momentum, keep this win streak up, that I will do it to appeal to that completionist part of my brain. So building a visual win streak is really, really useful. The other reason that I find really useful is sometimes the blank page is very overwhelming as you don't know where to begin. Whereas if we hit this plus icon, it gives you some options of things that you can journal about. So you've got a daily reflection, you've got free writing, you've got an end of week reflection, monthly reflection, gratitude, fear setting, which is an exercise by Tim Ferriss, which is really, really cool. Zooming out, where you sort of take a big step back and look at things from a wider angle. Tim's questions, which is another Tim Ferriss thing. He asks some wonderful questions and gives some great prompts. I've collated a few there. Life in a year's time and questions of character. Now, it's the end of the week, so if I hit end of the week reflection, boom, it creates a page for us to journal, and it gives us some prompts. What was the biggest lesson of this week? What did I do this week that moved me closer to reaching my goals, etc., etc. So now, rather than having to generate myself, what am I needing to think about? How do I focus myself? I can follow these prompts and let the words flow. Really, really handy. So that is the homepage. Nice and simple. It's a really wonderful way to start this process with a bit of inspiration, with a daily quote, then looking at the to-dos. Is there anything outstanding that you need to focus on? And then a quick journaling session, getting stuff out of your brain onto the page, reflecting, and then taking that forward into the bulk of the work, which we're going to focus on the acting tab. So if we come back up to the top, hit acting, takes us to our acting page. There's another video embedded there. If you click on that, I'll give you a full walkthrough of the acting page. See you there.